So, hey guys. It's been a long time since I've done a video and uploaded anything to YouTube. And for those of you watching this now, you may not realize that I've actually ever done anything kind of vlogging or whatever. I had a previous channel that I'll link somewhere maybe, or whatever, that I did stuff on when I was in Kentucky. I would get bored working at the racetracks, and so I would make vlogs while I was waiting for shit to happen. Pretty much what it came down to. And then I stopped working the racetracks, or at least Churchill Downs. I did a few vlogs at Ellis Park, not many. And then I stopped doing them altogether because the sound on my laptop's webcam stopped working. So I stopped doing videos and I haven't really gotten back into it until now. I'm currently using my phone. So yeah. So hi, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Samantha, or Sam. I live in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, on Fort Bragg. My husband is in the U.S. Army, because Fort Bragg is an Army post, in case you didn't know. I take pictures of cars for a Ford dealership. By Ford. And I also take just pictures of everything else because I like taking pictures. I have a photography company-ish, kind of. Gypsy Soul Photography. Facebook.com/Gypsy Soul Photo. And I have a blog. LoveYourGypsySoul.wordpress.com. Eventually will have its own URL, but right now I like free shit. You can find links to everything that I do on there, as well as just fun, interesting stuff. Like today, my husband and I got crafty. Well, he got crafty with a oh my god, why are words failing me right now? With a sawzall. That's the word. Before I moved here, one of his buddies in his unit got orders to go to Hawaii, and then I moved here, and him and his wife gave us a bunch of stuff. We bought some, but they gave us a long dresser and a tall dresser that they had refinished by just simply painting it. They didn't really care about it, so they're like, here, you can have this for free, do whatever you want with it. Well, the tall dresser, I'm turning into a entertainment stand, because the top drawer got stuck and they ripped the back out of the top drawer, so there is no back to the top drawer, so it's completely useless. But it's perfect for like putting an Xbox or a PlayStation or a DVD player or something underneath of it, and then putting the TV on top so that nothing's in the way of the TV, if that makes sense. And there's still drawers on the dresser, so you can put things like movies or video games or whatever. So I thought it'd be good for like an entertainment stand in a bedroom or a kid's room or something, man cave, I don't know. And then the long dresser is going to be made into an entryway bench. Essentially, there are 3 rows of drawers. I took out 2 rows of those drawers, making a bench in one section of it, place for shoes at the bottom, and then the other 2 drawers on the side are going to still be there to store stuff. But that's been a project I've been like wanting to do for a while. I finally got around to starting it today. Daniel helped me cut the top slab off and helped me get it shelled, basically. Now I can start putting in the plywood pieces that I need to put in to make it look right before I start sanding and painting. So yeah, yay for starting that, finally. And it's been a rather lazy Saturday otherwise. So, I don't know what to say on this, really. Trying not to be boring. And trying not to cough so much, God. Basically, what the purpose of my blog and this vlog are gonna be is just trying to find your place in life. Because that's all anybody ever wants to do. So I guess I'm gonna kind of explain what I mean by that right now. I was born in Cincinnati, Ohio, technically. But I grew up in central Kentucky, around Lexington, in a city called Midway. I spent 26 years, almost 27 years, living in Kentucky. Never left. Went to high school with everybody, like everybody I don't know, I went to high school with whatever, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I went to high school, and for Kenny High School. Go Yellow Jackets. And graduated, went off to college. I spent a semester at Northern Kentucky University, which is about an hour north of Lexington. I decided I didn't want to go there. Came home, took a semester off, then went back to school at a technical school called National College in Lexington for radio and television broadcasting. Got that degree, and never left Lexington again, or did anything with it, really. I did work at Kentucky Educational Television for 2 years, which was pretty cool. Oh, why am I dying? Anyway, so I never left Kentucky. Then one year I started working the Renaissance Fair in Kentucky as a squire for the Joust Company, which was a lot of fun. I loved it. And if you watch some of the other vlogs I've done before this, I actually think I did one on a day at fair. Not a day at fair, but like one of the jousts. I filmed a joust and I edited a video for it, which was fun. I'll link it somewhere, maybe eventually. Or just re-upload it. Anyway, I worked that fair 2 years. And then the second year, I kind of sort of got invited to work the New York Renaissance Fair with them. It was one of the knights who works the New York Fair was in Kentucky, and I'm really good friends with him. And he was like, you should come and help us in New York. We're gonna need help. I know we're gonna need help. I was like, I don't really know if I want to do that. Like, just went through a pretty bad breakup. I don't know where I'm gonna stay, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't officially have a job offer because he couldn't offer me the job. He's not the owner of the company. He's just one of the knights. So I didn't officially have a job offer. But I decided to go anyway. I didn't officially get a job offer to work for the Joust Company until the day before I left for New York. But I had decided that I was going, and I would find a job while I was there if I had to. I just needed out of Kentucky. Because like I said, I'd just gone through a pretty bad breakup of my ex-boyfriend for like 5 years. And I just didn't really know which way was up. So I went there to the foothills of the Pocono Mountains in Tuxedo, New York. It is gorgeous, first off. And the fair there is huge and amazing, and I love everybody that's ever been a part of it. But I really kind of sort of got my head on more straight there. Figured out more about myself. I tell you, living in a tent for 2 months. Okay, I wasn't in the tent for 2 months. I was in a tent for a month and then stayed in a trailer for the month with one of the vendors that I'd made friends with. And my sister came with me. She stayed in the tent and then in a trailer as well. But spending 2 months in a forest really clears things up for you. I had a lot of time to think. Absolutely almost no internet. I had some service on my phone, but not a whole lot. They tried the entire run to get Wi-Fi set up through Sprint or whatever, and it never fucking happened. But, so almost next to no internet access. Very little human contact, aside from those people that were also staying at the fairgrounds. But it was still really refreshing, and I had the best time of my entire life, and nothing will ever top that experience, I don't think. Don't hold me to that. But I come home from it realizing that I didn't need to be in Kentucky, that I needed to be somewhere else. So it took me about a year plus to really kind of sort of figure out where I was going, what I needed to do. A friend of mine from high school, well, he wasn't in the same school I went to, but we were friends around the same time, like high school age. He was 2 years older than me and in a band, and I managed said band a little bit. Anyway, he's in the Army. He enlisted out of high school. I didn't talk to him for years, and then he just randomly popped back up again. Whatever. I digress. So he's stationed at Fort Bragg as well. And so he's like, hey, I rent a house. You should come live with me because you need out of Kentucky, and all my friends are getting out of the Army or going somewhere else, and I don't have anybody who really knows me. So I was like, okay, found a job that didn't work out, and I moved down here. And then I met Daniel, who is my husband. So yes, I've known my husband for a little over a year. We dated for 3-4 months before he proposed. 3 months. And then we were married within 4. Anyway, so I met Daniel here. Moved back to Kentucky for a little while. Got married. I moved down here in February. And that's where I am. So I have a better idea of who I am now and what I want from life. But I still haven't quite gotten there exactly. I want to make this blogging, vlogging, photography thing actually work. Because I've realized that I'm not really that great at working for somebody else. I can do it. I just don't necessarily like it. I mean, who does, honestly, really? But I get into this funk, and I get depressed, and it's just not fun for anybody. I hate it. I hate feeling that way. So I need to get all of the stuff that I want to do started, which this is step number 1, I guess. I also want to enlist in the Air Force Reserves, which is kind of ironic because you're working for somebody, and it's just hard to explain. I don't know why I can't work in a civilian job for somebody else, but I can work for the government. Psh, that's not hard. But I have bigger aspirations for enlisting in the Air Force that go outside of being government. So being in the Air Force, and even being in the Air Force doesn't have to happen for me to do the dreams and things that I want to do in the end, but it would help. Because I want to open up a farm that treats PTSD victims, soldiers, airmen, whoever, military personnel, and just even regular people who go through and have problems with PTSD through equine therapy, because I've been riding horses since I was 5 years old, and horses are a huge passion of mine. And I know how much having one around can help build trust for other things and people and give you confidence. Because I've been riding since I was 5 years old. I was in a really bad car accident when I was 17, and I had a horse at the time, and he helped tremendously. Through the survivor's guilt of my bandmate and best friend dying a few months later in a completely unrelated accident. I wasn't there at all, but I still felt bad because I had survived and she hadn't. To the actual wondering why I was survived. Like, I should be dead. Literally should be dead. I had suffered a torn aorta, which, for anybody who doesn't know, is the same injury that Princess Diana had in her car wreck that killed her. And the heart surgeon even told my mother that 90% of the people that come to the ER or the OR with that injury don't survive. More than 90%, but just they almost never survive. Because the aorta is like one of the main veins of your heart, and if you tear that, you bleed out, and almost instantly. I got really lucky. But, so I was just dealing with a lot of stuff, and he helped me tremendously. You know, just be okay with all of it, so to speak. So I know how much horses can help mentally, even though you can't talk to them. They're great listeners, and they don't want you to feel bad. They want you to be happy. They're just like a dog. So that's what my ultimate goal is. Enlisting will help me get on the same level as everyone else, so to speak, because I've noticed that even my husband doesn't really connect on that level with me, which is totally fine. I don't expect him to. But I want to be able to connect on that level with these people. And I don't think that having that shared commonality of going through a traumatic event is enough. Because it's not the same kind of traumatic event. Like, I could connect with someone who survived a car accident, because I've been through that. I could connect on the near-death experience level, but I can't connect on the deploying, having buddies die in your arms around you, knowing people who've died. I've only had one friend, good friend, to die on me. I'm very blessed and lucky in that sense. And it sucked. But he wasn't super close to me. Okay, I've had 2. Because I forgot about Caitlin.
who was super close to me. How I forgot about that, I have no idea. But either way, I digress. Gosh, I do that a lot. I ramble, and I'm sorry. But so those are goals and dreams and aspirations. And my hope for this blog and whatever else is to share this journey with you and maybe inspire you to find who you are, where you need to be, where you want to be, because that's the first challenge, is finding out where you want to be. Getting there is totally different. You can't get there if you don't know where you're going. It took me 26 years to figure out that I wanted to do what I want to do with horses and PTSD. 26 years. So, hopefully I can help you find what you want to do. And hopefully I can help you find how to do it. But for right now, I'm going to end this because I've been rambling the entire time. And I'm going to go do something else. I have no idea. Talk to you guys later.